Exclamation everybody, and welcome back to another channel update, this one for February 2018. And I'm under a bit of a time constraint here. I only got about 30 minutes of footage, so I'm going to try to make this a somewhat briefer one than normal, but we'll see how it goes. The game in the background, by the way, is Mr. Shifty, so we get that out right ahead of time so I don't forget. But welcome to all the veterans of the channel, and welcome to the new people who have showed up. What I do for the new ones here is every month I try to just peel back the curtain for a little bit and just talk shop, as it were. It's kind of a vloggy thing, sort of, but not really. It's more focused on the actual channel and stuff like that. Though I might have some vloggy-esque updates for you if you're willing to sit through the rest of this. But we'll start out with some of the numbers this month. We went from, as far as total channel views are concerned, we went from 129,813 last month to 132,156. That's total lifetime channel views. So very good. That's continuing on its upward trend. And we went from 438 subscribers on YouTube to 444. So again, growth there. It's about what is on par with what it's been doing all these years. But there's a weird anomaly here as far as minutes watched is concerned. Over the past 28 days, we went from 10,343 last month to 5,838, and I suspect some of that is due to just having I put out a lot of longer videos this month, particularly even side quest videos that were actually pretty long because I was actually getting into the games and stuff. So I think that might be just a symptom of that. Never fear though, I am trying to get back to and stay as much as I can to the, less than 30 minutes videos if I can. There's certain videos that I just can't do that on, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously, side quest videos are going to be as long as they're going to be because I like to be able to show I like to be able to show the game off, and the reason I don't cut them too much, don't edit out too much of those, is because I often see that the developers of those games show up, and I like to be able to have sort of the raw feedback, as it were. I like to be able to show exactly what I went through, and whenever possible, try not to only show negatives or only show positives. I want to show the whole session if I can. There's occasions, like for instance with AlgoBots, the video that went up yesterday, there are occasions when I will cut, mostly because it was very repetitive in there, where I was just kind of going at the same puzzle 5 ways to Sunday, and it wasn't really adding much. So I do try to do some editing, but I try to keep it as light as possible there, just so that, if a dev does show up, they can at least see a unfiltered view of what I'm seeing. And that also tends to dovetail into how I do videos. I tend to really try to convey the thoughts and things going on in my mind at the time. So a lot of times I'll say, oh, I don't know, what does this mean? What does that mean? That's not me trying to fill airtime. That's me trying to convey, if a dev ever were to show up, trying to convey what my thought processes are and stuff, that maybe that might help them in the future. But and yeah, I mean, for some of the Let's Plays, it is kind of filling some time here and there. That's why I have the tendency to have a lot of the uhs and the ums as my problem. But continuing on, as far as total number of videos, we went from 2,338 to 2,385 videos. Again, continuing our upward trend there. We're getting about we'll say 50, almost 50 videos a month. About 2 videos a day, 5 days a week, with the occasional video on a weekend. So about reasonable. And then over on the streaming sites, primarily I've been trying to focus on Mixer. But I have been dividing my attention between Mixer and caffeine, and it's weird. I don't really like caffeine right now. It's very, I mean, it's early. It's hard to not like something that is so early, because you know that you don't know what features are going to come up, and you know it's just going to take time to do features. But as far as like being the kind of thing that is friendly for content creators, it's really falls flat, because there's a lot of bits and pieces of it that aren't fleshed out yet. Although they did just do an update today where it's that you can now actually like ignore users and block users and things like that, because they've been having a problem with trolls lately. So that's a welcome change. Now we just need some customization options, and then we're starting to get somewhere, I think. It just like, that, and they only support about just over 400 games with their overlay. And if you want to do any other game, you have to kind of do a janky little OBS thing with the preview window and stream the preview window. I've done it for a couple games, because there's a couple games I want to play over there that they just don't support yet. But it's been weird. Suffice it to say, as far as Mixer is concerned, I went from 21 followers last month to 23. So we've had a kind of a stagnation as far as getting new followers to it and all that stuff. And a lot of that I sort of expected, because it's even though there's not that many people over there yet, and it's still a relatively young community, I just stream it just a bad time of day. You know what I mean? It's just the way it's just the way it is. I think primarily my audience is not necessarily in the same time zone or in a very compatible time zone as me. I think a lot of them are, a lot of people who would enjoy my content are probably overseas, across the pond. And streaming here, I tend to start my streams around 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is UTC -5. So right away, I've pretty much eliminated a good chunk of the audience there, who are probably very wisely asleep or very close to it. So it's that's why I try to stream on the weekends too. I try to do it earlier on the weekends. I've been wanting to try to do some kind of like a morning stream on the weekends. It's not morning stream, P jokes, but it's not so easy for me, because I also, even though I get up early on the weekends, I usually do that to get some other things done really quickly. Like get out to the supermarket before anybody shows up, so I don't have, not stuck behind old ladies who can barely push a cart. No offense to old ladies. It's just, I think you understand what I mean. I can get in and out a lot faster when there's not too many roadblocks in the way, as it were. So I'm working on that. Not quite there yet. I think the earliest I managed to do it was about 11 a.m. or so, which even that's not too bad. But I've been hoping to get something a little bit earlier than that, so that buddy pals across the lake, Lake Placid, can do their thing, get their memory on, as it were. And then as far as caffeine is concerned, this is the other reason why I'm giving it the time of day. I went from 2 followers on there last month to 25. This was actually 27 until yesterday. So 25 followers over there. Big explosion. Seeing a lot of interest, a lot of people just checking things out over there. So it also helps that the service itself kind of promotes you, like, in a way. It's like, hey, you might want to follow these people, kind of thing. Even though they don't have VODs, that's one of the things that's kind of a bummer over there, is that once you're done streaming, that's it. Nobody can see those videos unless you've recorded them and and put them up somewhere. And I haven't been doing that because a lot of the games I'm playing over there, I don't think I need a series on. Like, for instance, Just Cause 3, very fun game, but it's not one that needs a Let's Play series because honestly, it's a lot of just repetitive, let's go blow this thing up, let's go blow that thing up. And so that's more geared towards I think towards a live stream, because then I can just kind of, shoot the crap and just, do my thing. I don't have to worry about being interesting or anything. I can just worry about interacting with chat. You know what I mean? So that's over there. Though I have also been playing Staxel over there, because I didn't really. There haven't been a lot of Staxel videos. In fact, there haven't been really. I think there's only been 2, and that's only because my time at Porsche has just got its nails into me. I just love that game. I love it. I am starting to get to the end. It's still early access, and I am starting to get to the end of the content that's currently in there, it feels like, because I'm starting to pick up, like, I turned in some research stuff off camera because I was doing a little bit of grinding to try to get some resources and stuff. And I'm starting to pick up items that just say work in progress. So I think I'm starting to hit the glass wall on that one. But we'll see. I mean, I'll go as far as I can, and then I'll take a break from it. As far as the YouTube goes with those videos, there's still a lot to go through. I've gotten through. I'm on the 3rd play session now, so I have about, we'll say, 8 hours of footage left of that recorded to go through. Most of that, and just to be clear, I am mercilessly cutting as much of that down to size as possible. I am trying to keep that at a 28-minute video kind of thing. Put my notes away here. I don't think I need them anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to keep that to like a 28-minute video kind of thing. So I will be cutting those down quite a bit, just so you're aware. Just not going to be too much downtime in those. So that's been taking my time up there, and I've been using. Because of that, it hasn't really. I didn't really give Staxel a fair shake per se. There is stuff to do there. It's just I was taken aback. When you start out the game, it's very structured. It's like, okay, we're gonna show you how to do things. We're gonna give you an idea of what to do, like some mini quests kind of thing. But then it just kind of drops you off, much like Minecraft does. When you first start up Minecraft, you're like, okay, well, what do I do, right? And it's like, just have fun. It's a sandbox. And I wasn't expecting that, so it kind of took me by surprise, and I was like, I was just kind of baffled. I didn't know what to do, and now I'm kind of giving it another shake on the live streams on Caffeine, to try to give it a fair shot, and just kind of figure out what I need to do and what I want to do on there. And I've been doing that as of late, so there will be videos coming back of that eventually. I just need to actually make some definitive progress. Again, those videos are going to be like a 20-minute video kind of thing. In fact, those will probably be closer to 18 to 20 minutes instead of 30, because I have to kind of find my own stuff to do in there. So, and there's not like, people, there's not voice actors talking, there's not like quest text or anything like that. So just a lot of just sort of a Minecraft thing going on, which is not bad. So there's that. Just played on Monday. I played through Assassin's Creed again. Some more Assassin's Creed. I am very close to the end of that. Assassin's Creed 1, that is. Very close to the end of that, I think. I might only be about 2 chapters away. I was... It was a good thing I forgot to change my channel from 18 plus back to teen, because I was raging a bit. some choice words were had, because the as much as I love the gameplay of that, the mechanics towards the end, it starts to really shine through how bad the control scheme is with mouse and keyboard. Especially when you're jumping across boats in the marina or boats in the dock, and it's like as soon as your guy will seem to stand on a pillar just fine, and then all of a sudden he'll just fall over into the water and die instantly because he can't swim. This badass assassin who can't swim. So that's a thing. I still have a lot of footage of that to go. You're probably 2 sessions behind where I am on that. Again, cutting that pretty close to the 20-25 minutes area. So hopefully I'll have that. Maybe one more session will be all I need to get that completed fully. So then we'll be done with Assassin's Creed 1, and then what I've heard for Assassin's Creed 4 and Assassin's Creed Origins, the new one that just came out, are the best of the series. But I'm kind of getting there the long way around. I'm going to do eventually, not right away, but eventually I'm going to do Assassin's Creed 2, and then 3, and then 4 Black Flag, and then whatever else I have in my library there for that. So do those things. I'm going to try to do them relatively in franchise order. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. So that will be continuing. As far as what else did I have going on? Elder Scrolls Online. I do want to get back into that this week. Some more recording for that. I have got so much footage of that recorded that I've been kind of taking it. I've been itching to get back into it, but I didn't want to do any more in it because, I have like 12 hours of footage still to go through. So it's I've been kind of holding off on that a bit. I do want to get back into it though this week, so I don't completely forget what I was doing and what was going on. Even though I know darn right well I will forget. Anyway. Star Trek Online, continuing with that, enjoying, I'm finally past the Delta Quadrant arc, and I'm into the next one, the Iconian War thing. Those, from day one, I've been just getting those to be as small as possible, those videos. I try to keep a little bit of combat in them, but they've always been, I've tried to keep them story focused. So that's why you see only a little bit of space combat and mostly just story in them. It's very much on purpose, if you've ever been wondering about that. So that's why those are cut the way they are. But I am, because they're story based, it is hard to cut them down to under 30 minutes. It's more like more like 45 minutes to an hour. That's just the nature of the beast when you have voice acting and all kinds of other things going on. You kind of have to deal with what you got, right? In order to make some sort of progress in the game, you kind of have to make a longer video. So that's continuing. I'm enjoying that. That's going to be just a once a week thing. One video a week like normal. The Elder Scrolls Online, I was trying to do 2 videos a week. I will get back to some semblance of that. I'm kind of switching off from one week to the next, because I got so many things in the queue here. So just so I can get through everything, I'm trying not to. My goal is to not do more than 2 videos a day. I could very well do more than 2 a day. I could do like 3 a day with all the footage I have. I'm trying not to do that because I think that's a little bit too much. I think it's good enough here to have some side quest videos, in the morning, and then have my actual series in the afternoon. And to be honest, most of the series going on the channel are several episodes in. So what usually happens with Let's Plays is that when you get several episodes in, you start to lose the interest of a lot of people. So having the side quest videos means that I tend to retain an audience a little bit longer, because they're always new always something new going on. You kind of want to see maybe what this game is like and what that game's like. So that's why I've been focusing on that. I get the most feedback on those, and I get the most what seems like the most interest on those. So I've been trying to do between 4 and 5 side quest videos a week now. I have a huge backlog, so I'm able to do at least 4 to 5 a week. In fact, I'm going to, right after I finish this, record. I'm going to go stream on Mixer and record, I think, maybe 1 or 2 more here. Abandoned Ship, definitely, and then depending on how that goes, I might also do Deep Sixth. I'll either do that today or I'll do it tomorrow on a stream. So we'll see how that all goes. And what else do we have on the list there? I think I've pretty much covered most of the bases. I did want to talk a little bit about. I didn't write anything up on this, and I probably should have. I haven't done all of my research, but I did hear about a browser called Brave. It's basically a lot of people have been kind of iterating on the Chromium engine. Chromium engine is what Chrome is based off of. A lot of people have been iterating over that, and they've been kind of taking their own stab at it. And Brave is just another one of those stabs at doing browsing correctly, whatever that means. So they have a lot of things on there, like they do HTTPS everywhere, which means that whenever you go to an unsecure site, it tries to find a secure version of that site and automatically direct you there, that kind of thing. Which, to be fair, is the most pointless thing you could do in a browser, because most major companies automatically redirect you to an HTTPS site. So whatever, it is what it is. And it's also got built-in ad blocking, which Chrome now actually has, but this one has the full ad blocking thing, unless you turn ads on that have been curated by the Brave browser team, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So it actually works really. A couple of the sites I went to were working really fast. YouTube was working really well with it. A few other sites I visited worked really well with it because it's blocking all the ads and all the nonsense going on in the background. What didn't work well is Mixer. And I didn't try Caffeine, but I tried Mixer. Couldn't log in. It just fails to log in. Username and password were fine because I copied and pasted them from Chrome to that, and Chrome logs in just fine. It's just there's something in that browser that is in the Brave browser that's just making the two-factor, or making the Microsoft login, sign-in stuff, Microsoft Live, whatever it is, not work. So hopefully that's something that'll get fixed at some point. But the other interesting, weird, strange thing that they're doing is they're kind of embracing the cryptocurrency stuff. So there's actually a cryptocurrency. There's a setting in there where if you register yourself with what is it called? BATS, Basic Attention Token, is what they're kind of pushing. If you register yourself with that site that gives you a wallet and stuff, it will the browser will automatically track when you go to a creator site, like a blog post or whatever, who has signed up for that, and based on the amount of time you spent on there, watching videos or reading articles or whatever, at the end of the month they actually divvy out the bitcoins in your wallet and give it to those creators. The creators have their own wallet set up and all that stuff. I don't quite understand how it all works. Honestly, cryptocurrency, even though I'm a technology guy and I'm a programmer and everything, cryptocurrency is still like monopoly money as far as my mind is concerned. I still haven't quite figured it out. It's weird. It's funny money. But I thought, what would be the harm in just in signing up for it? So if you happen to be a person who's using the Brave browser, and you go to my YouTube channel and watch videos, it will actually, and you have a wallet and all that stuff set up. You have to set up. It's not a simple two-step process. You gotta sign up for a wallet and all those things. And then I think when I signed up, they were giving out wallet credits for free, like $5 of Bitcoin for free or whatever. I don't know if they're still doing that or not, but so you can start out with something. Otherwise, you have to either link a credit card to it, or I believe, or PayPal even, or I believe that there's a way that you can, if you turn on the ads in your browser, the curated ads that the Brave browser team does, if you turn those on, I think you get paid for either viewing them or clicking on them in Bitcoin, which then can be used, which then goes into your wallet, which then can be used to compensate creators and stuff. I don't have all the answers. I'm not even going to link to it. I'll just let you Google it because I don't have all the answers. I don't want to put a hyperlink down there and be like, just go look at this or just go sign up for this, because it's not. I have no clue. I have no clue how it works. All I can tell you is that I went in, registered an account. I have a wallet with them. I had like $5 in cryptocurrency or whatever they give you for free, and I registered my YouTube channel with them. So if you are familiar with that stuff and you want to, I don't know, give me some funny money, I guess. I don't know why. maybe I need a candy bar after all this dieting I'm on. Who knows? Then by all means, it will work for my channel. You can just see it in the tab, the wallet tab. It shows how much money you have devoted to them and all that stuff. You can pin it and all that thing. So yeah, you'll have to do your own reading up on the basic attention token and all that stuff. It's still not quite clear to me how all that's supposed to work. But at some point somebody's getting paid, and it's probably not me. it's probably whoever's administering the basic attention token site. I that's all I can think of. Anywho, I just wanted to throw that one out there. I'm not going to link to anything. Just if you understand anything that I said there, awesome, and maybe throw something my way. Who knows? If not, don't worry about it. I am certainly not hurting for anything. Let's put it that way. I just thought it was a kind of a neat little thing. My brother's been kind of encouraging me to try to get into cryptocurrency because he saw how Bitcoin was going up and down. I'm like, yeah, I'll look at stuff, but I'm not promising anything. So given how volatile the market, that's why I say it's monopoly money, because it's like the market's so volatile it doesn't really matter. You could have 100 Bitcoins that are worth like $5 one day, $600 another day, and $10 the next day. It's why even bother at this point? But whatever. It's the wave of the future. It's gaining traction. So, and with all the adpocalypse things and all that stuff, yeah, why not? Not that any of that has touched me, because I don't monetize anything anyway. But whatever. Maybe you prefer the ads from the Brave browser as opposed to the ones you get on the channel, or maybe you just don't care and you want to just put money in there yourself. Who knows? Anywho, rambling on, and we're getting close to the 30 minutes here. So I think that about covers everything that I wanted to talk about. I am, just as far as streaming is concerned, this past month, since the last update, I've done about 12 hours of streaming, 14 hours of streaming on Mixer, which is a lot less. I was like 36 hours, I think, last month. And that's because I'm dividing my time between Mixer and Caffeine. I couldn't tell you how many hours I've been on Caffeine because they don't have analytics yet. They just rolled out like email analytics that then broke as soon as they rolled it out. So I can tell you I've done at least between 4 and 10 hours. I haven't done full 10 hours because I haven't gotten a Discord role yet. as being a broadcaster, so it's under 10 hours, whatever it has been. But I am trying to switch up, like do one day on Mixer, do another day on caffeine, or in the case of the weekends, I've been doing both. Like I'll do Mixer maybe in the morning and then caffeine in the afternoon, because sometimes I just need to blow off some steam and Just Cause 3 and all those things. And speaking of that too, caffeine does support out of the box Stardew Valley, so I thought, maybe I haven't played Stardew Valley before, and I have it because it came part of the Humble Monthly Bundle, so I thought, well, maybe I'll play some of that. Well, I might start playing a little bit of Stardew Valley over on caffeine. Unfortunately, there won't be any VODs, so you'll either see it or you won't. Sorry. I mean, I could do it on Mixer, I guess, but I mean, maybe I don't know. We'll see. Maybe you can twist my arm. Maybe I'll do it on Mixer so you can have a VOD of what's going on, at least for 21 days. They don't keep VODs forever there. Yeah, that's it. That's about everything. I would say we're good now. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Welcome to the newbies. Welcome back to the veterans. And I will see you guys in the next video.